Hey guys, Wolvie here with a special presentation for DFFOO Final Fantasy Opera DFFOO Global for the 27th of January 2020. This particular presentation in particular is gonna give my thoughts and opinions on who the second global first character actually is. It's somebody I was not expecting, but you can tell the voice how happy I am. I'm actually happy it is this person. And I'm going to say this right now, this is my opinion only. And I'm going to go over here before I go into who it actually is and what I think about this person. I'm going to start off with, going over, once we get to the home screen, of course, what's going to happen on Global going forward. And alongside some stream rewards, something that's going on both Facebook and Twitter. And that's that. And the thing with the Facebook and Twitter, that's going to be leading into the whole thing with the second global first character. But man, I am actually happy. And I will announce this right now. I will not be taking a break from the game. And I'm glad it is partially because of the revelation of the second global first character. So I still will be playing the game. Just my usual casualness because, of course, I have a lot of stuff going on in real life outside of the game. But outside of that, I will not be taking a break. It's partially due to the revelation of the second global first character. But like I said, once we get into the global first character stuff, which should be towards later on in this video, I do want to mention some stuff that's going to come up on Global. So I'll be back once we get to the home screen. I am back, and like I said, I'm going to go over the information surrounding what's going to come up on the stream. So, at some point, either later on this week or early next week, here are the following for the stream rewards: 20 draw tickets, 10 armor tokens, 1 power stone, we're getting 3,000 for the month, alongside another 5,000 gems for anniversary gifts. So it's a grand total of 8,000 gems for global players. I'm pleasantly surprised with that because it looks like Global is really starting to step up their game. Now, with the main story, we are getting Act 2-7. This has the global debut of Ignis for Final Fantasy 15, and this also sees the EX weapon for Zack for Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core getting realized. Now, the main reason why I will be pulling on this particular banner is going to be Ignis. If I get the EX and the 35 for Zack, that's just the icing on the cake. So that's down that. That's for the whole thing with the main story. Now, there are quite a bit of quality of life stuff coming up for Global. Now, some of this is limited time, some of it's permanent, so some of the stuff I wrote in my notes is all out of order, so please bear with me. So, we're for the first meet rewards reset for co-op, that's coming back. That's up to 4,000 gems. We have the Cycle Quest, that's being doubled with the rewards. The double the Cactuar with the K, the best ones to get. And there's going to be a triple daily missions, plus update to the daily mission stuff. I'll get to that in a little bit. There's going to be some login bonuses, all that good stuff. And with the Kupo cards, they're returning. There are stickers coming up for Global that's coming up this month, which is really freaking exciting. Then some of the other quality of life stuff, and some of this is, I'm going to mention, it's going to be permanent. So the limit for the Dissidia points right here, you see here, mine's currently at 150 because I spent 900 of them on the Power Stone for the week. Now you notice here that it's currently for Global, it's at 2,000 for the max. It's going to go up to 3,000. Plus, when it comes to Dissidia points, when you clear the 4th mission, it's going to go up to 300 from 150, which is something I secretly have been anticipating and very much. Now, when it comes to the stamina points potions, now I want to point out here really quickly that there's changes to this, and this is in accordance to our current in-game rank. Now you see here it's currently at 999 for maximum number of stamina points potions. This is to use in the World of Illusions. Now, the part of this particular update, this actually came out towards the start of the Burst era. Now we're getting this quite early. I'm not surprised. So you notice here my in-game rank at the moment is at 761. So after this, all the updates said and done, now let's just say I go up in rank to 762. So there is going to be a retroactive when it comes to the rank up. I get the number of stamina points equal to my current in-game rank, plus a refresh. Now, this is in addition to another stamina points potion on the rank up. So this is something that's different from Global. Pardon me, again, I'm not surprised this came early, but I'm also surprised at the same time because the stamina points for the rank, I was not expecting to see that personally until the Burst era, but I'm happy because you never know when I'm going to be running out. You never know when you're going to be running out, but it is equal to your in-game rank. So the higher your rank, the more stamina points potions. So, in the Dissidia Points exchange, I'm going to go back to that really quickly. So, there's going to be additions to that, and that includes the Tier 4 shards and the Tier 5 shards in each color. So, that's it on that. And then, we're also going to get a new feature for Global First called the Memoria Theater. And this is basically, you get to relive varying cutscenes from the stuff you've previously cleared out, which is freaking good. Now, with that out of the way, now the 7th wave of 7070 Awakenings, this is going to be a start to my gems going down significantly. And before I get into the 7th wave, I do want to point out there's going to be a grand total of 10 banners throughout the anniversary period that's going to have the first multi-pull for free. So this is a bit of a rip my gems, and also I'm saving my gems at the same time. So the 7th wave of 7070 Awakenings, it is as planned. Eiko for Final Fantasy IX, Sephiroth for Final Fantasy VII, Jet for Final Fantasy X, Maria for Final Fantasy II, Auron from Final Fantasy X, and Leia from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. You can bet your ass I will be going after Sephiroth's EX weapon, because that is one of my favorite villains from the entire Final Fantasy series, alongside Ultimecia. And this is a bit of a revenge for me because I did use tickets for Sephiroth's EX when he initially came out with his Lost Chapter. I never got it then. This is revenge. And I do want to point out that Eiko does get her rework with her 7070. Now, this particular raid that coincides with this particular awakening is a raid that also has the Peek Back Challenge, all that good stuff. Regarding Lost Chapters for the February calendar are going to be Golbez and Renoa. I do want to point out here that with Golbez's Lost Chapter, Golbez gets his 7070 Awakening and the EX plus Realize. 7, she already is at 7070. She just gets a rework, and the debut of her EX shows up, and I know for a fact the move is going to be called Sadistic Spikes. And how I know that is, I played FFBE. I know the move. Although the animation for Opera Omnia is going to be different than Brave Exvius. Now with Renoa's Lost Chapter, it's just Renoa getting her 7070 and her EX plus being realized. However, she does not get a rework until a later date. The thing is with Irvine, it's 7070 Awakening, EX plus realized, and as well as its debut, and he gets a rework. Regarding the global debuts, and this is not the global first person either, so we have the global debut of 8 from Final Fantasy Type 0, alongside the debut of Gao from Final Fantasy VI. Now with 8, we're probably going to be seeing stickers for King. He is Type 0, as well as he gets his 7070 Awakening, EX plus Realize, and debut. With Gao, we actually get the EX plus Realization for Terra. I'm not going to say any more than that, because Terra, she holds a special place in my heart. She's the first EX weapon I actually got on Global. So that's a little bizarre fact from me to you. Now, we're also getting a new tier for Dimensions and Entropy, Tier 7. This also comes with a new plate, the Platinum Plate. Now, if you cleared up to Tier 6, up to right now, you still will have your Gold Plate. Once you clear Tier 7, you get the Platinum Plate. Now, I do want to remind everybody that when it comes to these plates, they are strictly cosmetic. They don't have anything of value to them, in my opinion, so it is what it is. Now, there is one odd thing. I was praying they would bring this up somehow in the stream. I'm glad they did. This came from the interview. Global is finally getting the final version of Abyss. It's going to come either in March or April. I will say this right now. I am so freaking glad they finally have a date for the final version of Abyss. Now, I was able to get everything done on Abyss beta right now, so I'm so freaking glad they got something going for the final version. So in another month or two, Global will be getting another of the update we've been waiting for in regarding Abyss. It's the final version. It's coming March or April. This is according to the Q&A from the stream. Now, let me see here. I think I may have... Oh! The Global First character. I kind of hinted at this earlier, so... I looked at the preview trailer. Oh, that's good stuff. I know who it is. This is one of those reasons why I still will be playing the game, not taking a break. And I was kind of surprised at who I saw, but it's a good surprise because I was thinking either it's going to be Mephilia or Benjamin because Mystic Quest has yet to get representation. It's actually Arania from Final Fantasy 15. I will be pulling on her banner because something that people need to know about me is that I have a secret soft spot for anybody who's a Dragoon and or a Spear Wielder. And this is probably people will figure out why I went after Kane's EX weapon. I went after Fade's EX weapon when her launch chapter showed up. Yeah, I have a bit of a soft spot for Spear Wielders and or Dragoons. Arania, I will be pulling on her banner because I was trying to go after her when I was playing Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. I never got her, so this is going to be a case of revenge pulls. I want Arania because she looks really cool and she has like a aura to her that I'm intrigued. And this is coming from a female player. So to recap a lot of that, so the whole thing with Arania, I'm surprised it was her, but it's a good surprise because, of course, you remember a lot of people were requesting Riku or Red 13. Some people were going in for Orlando. I'm glad I got to be proven wrong, but proven wrong with a unit that has intrigued me and Arania is it. And the thing is with Arania, you need to know, her first multi is going to be for free, and I'm pumped. I mean, if it gives me a chance to get extra power stones, it's just the icing on the cake. So, what do I think about the stream and the revelation of Arania as the next Global First character? Everything, some of my worries that came up for Global up to this point, some of my worries are now at ease. And that could be a good thing for people who are on the fence with the Global version of the game. I'm glad they're starting to do something to turn things around. I do hope that this continues a trend where you get a decent amount of growth for the game. Now, regarding Arania and her being the second Global First character, yes, I am surprised because I really didn't see a whole lot of requests for her going on to the best of my memory, but I'm glad it's her because it kind of shuts up the mouths of people who are wanting Riku, Red 13, or Orlando. And I'd rather have something like that than everybody's like, oh, it's gonna be this person, it's gonna be that person. Because the thing is, it's like, some people can request whoever, but doesn't guarantee they'll be in the game next. No. But with Arania, like I said, I will be pulling because I have a bit of a soft spot for those who wield spears and or are Dragoons. And I hope with the whole thing with the revelation of the stream, I hope Global keeps doing stuff like that. Doing things, get it on the up and up. Hopefully get more revenue. And before I sign off on this video, I do want to add that our gem sales coming up for Global throughout the duration of the February calendar, including the return of coupon cards. I will get to my thoughts on that in a separate video. And by the separate video, the next special presentation will be the 2-year mark where I give my honest thoughts and reviews of the game up to the 2nd anniversary. So stay tuned in for that because I will be filming it later on this week, probably next Sunday. That way I can get all my thoughts together. And with Wolfie here signing off, I will catch you all on the flip side.